day in the month of August. Yes, very soon we are going to say bye to August, and yes, bye to July. July came with peace and we entered into August, enjoying the whole summer break stuff, for parents. I'm sure some parents, their hearts is already beating fast, like 2 weeks to resumption or 3 weeks. Oh God, let the summer not going to definitely go. Yes, August is gradually rounding up because today is the 19th day. How have you been? I'm going to ask that question because I know it's not easy for everyone out there. We are always keeping faith and keeping hope alive. Yes, this is Family and Values on Galaxy Television, where we are reaching out for the stars. It's a Monday morning. One thing I'm excited this period is the fact that the roads are very free. Not that free though, let me not say very free before somebody will go and see there are some places you still meet traffic. But yes, the roads are very free because we have a lot of commuters queuing for the PMS. That's a story for another day. So there is still a fuel scarcity out there, so if you're planning to step out quite early so that you don't get stuck trying to wait for buses or vehicles because they are waiting to get the PMS. And there's a little bit of prices, there's a hike in prices. Of course, we know it's Monday, we expect that, so middle of the week is going to be stable a bit. Yes, welcome to Family and Values on Galaxy Television. And for those of us who are just joining us for the first time, Family and Values is a show where we talk about everything that has to do with relationship. Your family, my family. Those controversial topics you don't want to talk about in this little fellowship, we discuss it. Yes, I call it our own fellowship, where we have you come talk to us, interact with us. And of course, we have our experts, in various fields that come, to give us explanation, give us a broader knowledge into some of those topics that are kind of curious about it. We dissect here and talk about it, and then we leave our Thursdays very open for our health. Yes, because your health is very important. There's a popular saying that says your health is your wealth. When you have a very good health, that's when you can walk about, that's when you can cook, that's when you can take care of your kids. So our Thursdays we discuss health. Everything that has to do with health. You can go back to our previous videos and watch. We have had a lot of educative discussions on our Healthy Thursdays. Okay, yes, we are streaming across all our social media platforms. Please download the Galaxy mobile app so that you can watch us on the go. You can watch us on National Digitalized Channel 741. You can watch us on Star Times channel 1110. Yes, a lot of our Star Times families, we are seeing your comments. Yes, I had people over the weekend that say, I used to see people on Star Times, so we know we have people there. Yes, and you can watch us on the Prime app. You can watch us on Galaxy mobile app. Download that app. And above all, we are streaming live across all our social media platforms. Yes, like I used to say, when you see these beautiful faces, it's time for Family and Values. My name still remains Princess Joy Abu, and this week I'm not doing this show alone. It's always a good thing, that feeling when you know that your partner is there, to give you that shoulder, to give you that resting head when you're tired, and somebody is saying, get up, let's get going. Okay, it's a pleasure, and I'm delighted to introduce to you Mama Gen Z, like we call her Olori. Good morning.
A beautiful morning to you.
Very beautiful one.
I want to say that may today bring you the joys of yesterday's hope. May today bring you the joys of yesterday's hope.
Amen.
What you're hoping or what you're believing God, your expectation, those things you want and you are anticipating on. But I want to believe that whatsoever it is, today is another brand new day. And it's a born again day as well. Like I say, when you wake up in the morning, you are rebirthed. You are brought back again from the land of the sleeping, where many actually pass to the other side. Well, you're privileged to be here, so it's the glory of God. And we are grateful that you're there and we're here. And we can see, we can hear, we can communicate, we can understand each other. And our children on holidays, those who went to school, finally came back home. they are with us. We have many stories, incidences happening in schools, whether government, whether private, of children who went to school and one thing led to the other, they couldn't make it down. So to the glory of God, you have those children. Please nurture them well, train them well. For your peace of mind, it's not for me. Yeah, it is when you have that peace of mind that it will be extended to the society. And the society will be blessing you wherever you find yourself. That, thank God, they trained this one well. So let's nurture them well. And by the grace of God, they will be useful to our society, to us as parents, to future that we're hoping to accomplish. My name is Olori Adejoke, and we David is Family and Values, and it's all about you, your family, and what you anticipate to give to that family and what the family will also give back to you. Welcome to Galaxy Television on Family Values.
Okay, yes, thank you for that early morning, calming all the parents down and making them tell them, don't worry, the fees ahead of you is still there. But then today we want to send a big shout out on behalf of Family and Values to one of our notable guests.
Yes,
Reverend Mike Olanga is celebrating 24 years of marriage anniversary.
Happy wedding anniversary.
God, 24 years. Wow.
It's a journey. It's a journey. And you still have your partner by your side and things still, moving.
Still moving.
Not standing. Because there are many marriages on standstill.
Yes.
Many are loitering. Many are waiting. Many are on total stop. But if it's still moving, then glory be to God.
Glory be to God. We are celebrating with you on behalf of Family and Values. We are wishing your family very graceful years ahead. Your marriage will not crash down the line. Amen. You will be an example to many. And the children the Lord has given you and your partner, you would nourish them and they would always represent you, of course, because this is family. And he's always one season guest that when we call him, he will show up for us. So we love you. We love you. Happy marriage anniversary. And to everyone celebrating their birthdays, we are sending a shout out to you, Mrs. Oba. She celebrated her birthday on Saturday. So this is happy birthday to you. Yes, you can always send in your your birthday shout out to your loved ones. We used to say, send in those text messages and we'll send our shout out to them. If you want a special shout out from Mama Genzi, she will do it and send to you. No, we won't charge you. Just you only send the name and tell us what you want us to say. Okay, yes, it's Monday. Let's get to the business of the day. Let's go on our main feature. We'll be right back because our lost but found guest is back on the seat today to have a proper conversation with us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Giving you a soft idea into the conversation of today, and we'll be discussing long distance courtship and its challenges. We're not talking about marriage, we are talking about courtship, pre-marriage. We have a whole lot of long distance. Somebody is in UK getting married to somebody in Nigeria and they are courting for 6 years, 6 months there, before. Now what happens between that space of 6 months? That's what we are going to be discussing, and the challenges that surrounds long distance courtship. Before we went on that break, I said we have a guest, that used to be very familiar with our fellowship, and suddenly just, if we offended him, we are sorry. Okay, so we have Pastor Kenneth in the house. He is the director, Joe Control Services, and of course, he is a marriage counselor and a life coach. Good morning. Yes, I know you've been very busy, but for some reason, I'm just wondering why you didn't want to be with the ladies for a while. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Morning, Joy. Morning, Olori. The viewers, a very good morning.
You're so calm this morning. So
Thank
good
you.
to see you.
It's a privilege to be here again. Viewers, don't mind Joy. Sometimes we need to also allow other people. No, you didn't do anything. But sometimes we need to allow other people to come and,
Okay. Now, I'll take
it's a growing environment.
It's a growing environment. Yeah, I'm gonna take that from you. Okay, so today's topic: long distance courtship and its challenge. Now, we are focusing on courtship, not marriage, but let's read for the sake of people who really don't understand when we talk about long distance, whether they are using tape to measure it or what. Now, what is long distance courtship? How trustworthy is it? That's two questions in one.
Okay, let me start by saying, we'll start with the word. The major word there is courtship first. Long distance is just a phrase. What is courtship? For me, my own perspective, courtship is having two partners coming together in a period of time where one partner is making a genuine effort to win the other person's heart, and then work at it, leading to marriage. There's a genuine effort by one partner to trying to win the other person, and then we are looking at it's heading towards marriage. There's a difference between courtship and dating. And because people need to understand this too. When you talk of dating, there's no serious relationship. It's either you're just having one or two things. It might lead to marriage, it might not. But when you talk of courtship, there is a target, there's an expectation. That is, we are looking forward to marriage. And so courtship is different from dating. You can date anybody. But when you are doing courtship, it's one person. And then there is a focus. The focus is marriage at the end of the day. So courtship will help you to determine adaptability and then ensure sustainability for a long time, because it's leading to marriage. So if you say you are doing courtship, then you should be trying to see how you can adapt to each other, and then the sustainability of that your friendship to marriage. Now, long distance, for me, long distance is a relative word. When you say long distance courtship, it's relative. Long distance is relative. In the world that we are in today, people within ourselves in Lagos, we rarely see each other. So is that long distance?
It's part of it.
It's those days that we used to say somebody is in UK, in the US, you are in Nigeria, you are calling long distance. Even if within Lagos here, there is long distance. So long distance is relative. But the truth is, for long distance courtship, it can work like any other courtship, whether it's you are here or you are there. It all depends on the two individuals.
Okay.
There has to be a genuine effort, and there has to be commitment. You must nurture the relationship, and there must be a commitment by both parties. But we have challenges. What are the common challenges? One of the challenges of long distance courtship is uncertainty. We have this underlying uncertainty, thinking. Somebody looks at it, is it worth it? The person over there, does the person love me the way I love the person? Am I showing more commitment? Am I kidding about this whole thing? You know, that's one major thing about long distance courtship.
Hold it there. Let Olori answer this.
Okay, now what I would love to ask is this. You said that it can be well managed when you talk about long distance, and also when you are close with one another, it can be well managed if you're committed to it. Okay, now I call this kind of relationship a dicey one, because we are human. And because we are human, you need to understand the way your body, your personality, the responsibility you have to have committed yourself to such a relationship with such a partner. You have to put all that into consideration. But like men will say, but be rude. How sincerely do you think long distance relationship can be well managed? How sincere? How can we really walk it through? And it could be, but how sincere? Sincerity you need. How is it like?
The truth of the matter is, long distance courtship can be well managed. Like I said, there has to be commitment. The truth of the matter is, first and foremost, one partner, like I said in my introduction, I said it's genuine effort with good intention. There has to be a good intention, not just to sleep, because some people are into courtship because they don't sleep with each other. No. When a man is telling you body no be firewood, is when you're talking of courtship, you're saying somebody that you want to live with for the rest of your life by his grace. So should sex come into play initially? No. What is your good intention? Are you planning ahead? Are you looking at a lot of things? Yes, that you are far away. We understand the body, the nature of our body system. But the truth is, are you committed to it? What is your interest in the whole thing? And like I said, there's this uncertainty. Is it worth it? For an individual that knows that he or she cannot survive on a long distance courtship, then there's no need to go into it. That's me for you. And I ask people, when people come to meet me and we talk, the first thing I ask, they said, I have somebody maybe in the US or in the UK, and I'm in Nigeria, especially the ladies. And the first question I'm throwing to them is, what do you know about him? Do you know him so well? How long have you been together? Because the man over there, it's like he might be married. And if he's married and he says you are caught in here, how can you prove that he's committed, he's loyal?
He may even be sick.
You don't know.
He may be on a wheelchair, maybe physically.
You don't know. So you need to ask yourself some things. Even the man dealing with the woman over there too is the same thing.
Yeah.
Who is this person? You see, another thing I found out with courtship, long distance courtship, it's an issue of wrong judgment. There's a lot of assumptions. And assumptions, I tell people, I said, when you live on I call it assumption theory. I'm sorry to say, I call it assumption theory. When you live on assumption theory, a lot of things go wrong.
So most of the assumptions, we've heard that 95%
of it are always wrong.
And so we're assuming this, There's no room for assumption.
Okay, it's time for us to go for a break.
All right, yes, let's go on our word of marvel and, of course, listen to what our viewers have to say on this topic. We'll be right back.
No, I can't. Because I can't be in Lagos. I'm a baby being in Abuja. Because that feeling will not be there. That's the truth.
My reason is that, one, I don't like to stay with ladies or anybody that I'm having a relationship with, because I don't want their wahala something. So if I stay long distance, when they see me once, at least that love will be there. Not that I see you today, I was complaining this, I was complaining that. But when they know that I'm coming from my work, I'm coming from work to my house, they will know everywhere they come, and that love will be there. Because the wife I marry now, he know even from my beginning, he know the work I'm doing. I don't stay at home. Even when they see me today, that love you think is when people talk, you people will be doing something with you. I say, that's their life. I don't care about that. But I like not to be staying with anybody. I like to stay far distant from my wife or any girl. I don't have girlfriend, I have a wife. Let me not just say girlfriend, because when my wife saw it now, you say, so I don't stay. My wife know me. That's why I said, when you want to marry, know the kind of wife you want to marry. Know the kind of one you. Okay, now. One day I saw one of my friends. That my friend is befriended one Ashewo. And no matter how, when that thing happen, the Ashewo can go to any place again. So when I hear that your wife that you marry at home, somebody is sleeping with her, but you are there when you marry the Ashewo. If I want to marry the Ashewo now, I will know if I hear that is doing something around here, I will not see anything, because I know what is doing before. Forget that some will change, some will not change. So that is why when you are in a relationship, let your girlfriend know what you are doing, your job. You are not coming home. Yeah, my wife doesn't even look like that. I can go 100 years, she will not even see anything. I come back, I see them again, I talk to them. If I want to invite them, they will come and see me. If I don't want them, I will go and meet them. Now I'm here now since how many months? At least six months. I've never seen them except on phone, talking, do video call.
Yeah, because I can handle a long distance relationship. I can handle it, yes.
Well, yeah, but it's one condition. The condition is that, relationship is not something, long time in relationship is not a journey of one day. As you said, that's a long distance relationship. So it depends on both of you, how both of you understand each other. Because if a woman is faithful and man is not faithful, except the woman can endure. And if a man is faithful and the woman is not faithful, it depends how the man also can endure. So, but when we both of us we understand each other, say, well, when I'm not around, my wife or my girlfriend, I trust her. She can, even though she did not see me, maybe we talk on phone, we do video call, or we don't do video call. I trust her. So it's both of you have to understand each other before you can manage long-time relationship. But you cannot just say somebody now say, I'm dating her, I trust her. No, I don't know work. It can't work. So that's it.
I should not just know. That is just because me, I'm a jealous type. If I know like this relationship I've scattered.
Alright, welcome back. I enjoyed a bit of what our viewers had to say concerning this topic. It's always a good thing when you listen to them, you hear in the studio, laughing at some, and yes, giving kudos to a lot of our viewers out there. We are still discussing long distance courtship and its challenges, and we have a handsome guest still in the studio. Okay, now I will be brief with my question because I want to combine two questions. Now, somebody on the first one was talking about trust and said, if you know you do not trust your partner, don't go into long distance relationship. In fact, the other one said if she see any signs, she's breaking up. And the other one said yes, with understanding, you can operate a long distance. And then we have an absentee father that said, I don't even want to be where women are. So that means his own from day one is marry and run. I come in once in a while. Now those are three different views. But where my question lies is how trustworthy is long distance courtship, and what has the role of technology, social media, done to enhance? Has it helped build it, or it has helped, it's true when you're pranking people up and down?
Well, trust is a key factor in any relationship. It's a key factor for everything. Marriage, relationship, everything is trust. If you don't trust someone, then you cannot have anything to do. For me, like I said the other time, if you know you're not sure of yourself, don't go into long distance relationship. If you don't trust yourself, because it's your personality. Can I do it? Can I keep to it?
Okay.
If you know you can't, then there's no need bothering yourself. Two, technology has helped in a long way, because right now, long distance relationship, we have virtual dating. You are doing video call. I know people that is short, all they want to do is video call. And then the other person at the other side, if you don't trust yourself, when the person is doing video call, you're like, which one be your own now? Every time you want to monitor me, because video call is like monitoring. The person is not interested in audio call because you can be in Lagos, and whereas you are supposed to be in Abuja, you are in Lagos. So the person is always doing, that's one of the things that, technology has done. You video call, you send text messages. Before all these things came, how were we communicating? You write letter, your letter will take how many months to get there? But now, one touch. So for me, it helps. At least the bonding, it tends to bring some people to bond. When you are in a long distance relationship and you are having video calls, you are communicating regularly. Each person, it's like you are there with the person. However, one thing I found out is, I want to quickly say this. Long distance relationship, in our communication, sometimes we are stereotyped. Because we are saying, okay, we'll be talking around this time, but you need to give breathing space for the other person. The person cannot have all your time all day. Somebody that is working. You have somebody that is working and you want to be calling, you think the person will have time. There are some places, especially abroad, when you are working, you can't pick your phones.
Yeah.
And then somebody is calling you at that time. No. You also need to understand that that person too has a life, has a social life. Because your partner that you are doing a long distance courtship with also has some social friends. Will you say because we are having courtship, you must not go for this event, I must not go for that event? No. There has to be that breathing space. And that's where trust comes in. Because you won't tell me that I won't go and meet my friends. If my classmates will have a function and I'm going with them, you say because I should not go. I will go. We'll go do video call, you go see everybody.
Is that right? Okay.
Do video call and you'll see everybody. In short, I don't like it when you bridge it into my
privacy.
You just find yourself encoding, and without telling me ahead of time, I will hang up. I will not even pick it. I'll rather want it out. It's not because I'm doing anything, but because I also have my life, just like you said. But it's not just for people outside the country. Also people who are
Really?
here.
Yeah.
You want to come from abroad, you just barge into people's privacy because na Naija no get time. Who tell you say we no take PC? We are serious-minded people here.
Yeah, we are.
So we need to understand that. Now I want to quickly just pick one or two things from the gentle husbandman that said something about he like to be away from his wife, his family, and just like to be alone, irrespective of how busy you are. And now, what would you want to say to that? Because I find out that you are far away from your family means a lot of things, especially in a situation whereby you are far away. Your wife can be found committing adultery, and you now be the first person to cast the stone. Because all this while you've been away, do you expect her to be
with the cold weather?
Why would you put a woman under such, kind of situation? As a counselor, as a man of the word, what would you say to this? Because my wife is, even when she's not committing anything, you just come and you see something suspicious, you've been away for 3 months or a month, you come back and you're like, why, what is this? Why is this thing here?
Why you were where I didn't see this stuff the last time.
And start thinking and imagine. Last week we're talking about men that suddenly just take certain privileges away from their wife. Don't wear this. If you start wearing this now, it means you have a man that's sleeping with you. So things like that can come in with this kind of. So let's quickly just walk into that courtship, marriage, distance marriage. I know you can just
quickly. I've had a lot of instances like this where the men, especially like in the military setup, when they transfer you, sometimes you don't want to be carrying your family everywhere because it affects your children. So you tend to put them one place and then you go. It's not right because, like you said, you are starving the woman. You are depriving the children. You say you just want to be alone, you don't want. Then the woman will start asking herself, then why did she get herself into it? And along the line, I tell you the truth, quite a number of the men, they fall victim of falling into another woman's hands. Let's be sincere.
Yes.
Women can keep themselves for long.
But
men find it difficult. And so when you are now putting your wife under that thing, the truth of the matter is she needs care, there's emotional withdrawal.
Yes, now.
At the point in time, the woman begins to withdraw from you. No matter what you say, it doesn't move her again.
And you not come for sex,
and
you not react.
Oh, you I've had some women complain to me that the husband virtually has to rape them.
Which is another offense.
Because he's not always there. When he comes, he just thinks you just come, and the woman is saying, come, there's no emotional thing again. You've abandoned me. Sometimes 1 year. You leave me alone with the children for 1 year and you're not coming and you think it's not right. I tell people that's why as a woman or a man, you need to sit yourself down and ask yourself some questions. I travel too. I do a lot of work. I'm a field worker. I travel, but I also create time for my family, because if you don't create time for them, I can tell you, before you know it, the home will crash. It's difficult. It's not easy. But however, like I keep saying, there has to be commitment. And one thing I want to say, long distance courtship cannot last forever. It has to be temporary.
One person will have to move to join the other person.
It has to be temporary.
One person will have to move, and depending on how long you want to court, you can't say 6 years, 1 year.
No.
One person will have to move.
You know, one thing about courtship. No, you see, courtship is actually, it varies, some months and years, but you need to be sincere with yourself. Why should you be courting for 2 years, 2 years? I'll ask, the first question I ask is, what is happening? It means both of you are not sure of yourself. If you are not sure of yourself, please just go your own.
Don't even go.
Because courtship, at least 6 months, 1 year, you should have known whether you are going or not. If you are not, please, why should you be courting for 2 years and 3 years and you say you are courting? Which kind of courtship is that?
Now, as we're rounding up, let me ask this question, because it's kind of important. How do you know that you're not being used? I would have loved to really do exposition. Now, the issue is, I am here thinking that I'm in courtship, I'm here thinking, in my mind, how do I know that a guy is not using me as a bet, as a tool? Let me just help me out of this.
Many will actually believe they are being used. I've seen a situation whereby the husband is here and the wife is over there. But as much as the relationship, you know, they are still courting. The husband believes that you just be sending the money, you know.
Yes. Yeah.
And the wife also, the friends be like, are you sure this is your guy? And you know what you know, they need men. Men have even independent, many of the ladies would rather want to be alone. But the friends will be like, are you sure this is your guy? You know, how is it easy when you feel like, I hope I'm not being I hope everything is doing well. This is your guy, as they live on Nigeria, they base on Nigeria, but don't finish all the better part of his life before he come meet you for, you know.
Make I tell you something. This scenario has played out with a friend of mine. Very well. His wife, she's in the US. I remember those days we were staying together, we worked together. And I tell you, she's always doing video call and my guy will always be grumbling. At the time, I said, but why they grumble now? She be not your wife. Your children did there with them. So which one be your own? Do the video call. That's what she likes. But the truth is that some people they want to have their own space. They want to have their privacy. Don't just choke me up. Don't choke me up. And so with that, and then some people also have diverse intentions. Some people with selfish interest. Be there, let me be here. Just continue to make the money. If it's the woman that is there, before you know it, you'll get a white man there. I can tell you that, my friend, I know eventually what happened. The wife had to find a white man there and then junctioned him. He can't even see his children. And he was the one that took them there. He took them there. It was so pathetic. But he's gone there, but he doesn't have access to his own house that he rented for them. Because of this kind of situation, you are in Nigeria. What are you doing in Nigeria? Come back here. Come and stay with us.
And this has actually affected many marriages.
Many.
Which lead to murder.
Yes.
Yes.
Because the moment they find out that I have been laboring, I've been slaving, and suddenly they come in and they find out that there is someone else. See all my sweat, all my labor. I have done this for so many years, and this is what you are going to use to repay me. Carry gun, kill, knife, anything.
It's a pathetic situation because that's why people have to be very careful. I've had somebody even looking at it, in short, been traumatized with these kind of things. When you see people having this kind of experiences,
how does surprising come to play here? You know, we see a lot of pranks, and I've seen genuine pranking. A man came all the way to prank and got the gift, and the lady was calling 3, 4, 5 boyfriends. His name was not even among. He had to come out and say what? And they were prepared, and you know, he came, you know, ready to prepare for marriage. Now, how important is surprising, paying surprise visits? Now, it's not because you don't trust the person. But I just feel like I should surprise you. Is it necessary that I inform you? We are courting. We are about getting married. Why should I have doubts surprising? Now we are not talking about video calls. I feel like you're within the state, and I wake up one weekend and I'm like, let me just go and give him a surprise. How does that come to play in securing your place in that courtship? In a long distance.
For me, people call Mr. Surprise. I'm Mr. Surprise. I love surprises. Those kind of surprise visits. I can decide I want to come and visit you by 6 a.m. I'm in your place. 6 a.m. in the morning. I'll come and knock at your door. I enjoy those kind of surprises. So for me, surprise is allowed. You must create time for visits. No matter how it is. Either the person there comes here or you go there. But at least you need to. That's the only way we can build, we can nurture the relationship and stay committed.
All right, your final words to our viewers before Larry comes in.
Well, to viewers out there having long distance courtship, nurture it well, stay committed, create avenues of making it work. You can be creative in your discussion because every day sometimes you don't feel like talking. But be creative in your approaches. When you are creative in your approach, every day when you communicate with each other, you will always find happiness.
You always find happiness. I've told you that you need to know that today is another day as you start this new week. Make it the best of the beginning of a new week and a new day for yourself. Go out, believe in yourself, and you surely get to the top. Only believe, have faith. My name is Remino Lori. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.
Okay, believe in yourself and of course have faith. Tomorrow is a Tuesday with a difference, and we'll be discussing single parenting and role modeling. Yes, we are combining those two together, single parenting and role modeling. I'm sure you don't want to miss the conversation. Thank you very much for being a part of our show this morning. We love you, we appreciate you, and thank you to our very own guest, for gracing the seat after seeing for a very long time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great Monday, and please be safe out there. My name still remains Joy. I will see you tomorrow, myself and my crew. Thank you.